Uriel is one of the most unique warframes in Warframe, and his kit plays very differently from a lot of other frames. Today, we're going to look at how his demons work, how his abilities tie together, and how to build him to be strong in high-end content. Uriel's theme is demonic fire and fiendish companions. He commands 3 unique demon entities, Catanach, Galphagor, and Vythelas, and each one contributes something different to his playstyle. Before we even talk about mods or stats, we need to understand these demons, because they define how Uriel actually functions in a mission. Passive, Uriel's demons. Uriel's passive isn't a simple stat bonus. He has 3 demons fighting at his side for the entire mission, and each one fills a different role in combat. Catanach is focused on crowd control. This demon snares and slows enemies, chaining them together. Any damage dealt to the last enemy in the chain is also dealt to every enemy connected to it. This makes Catanach extremely good for grouping enemies and keeping damage consistent across packs. Galphagor is more about pressure and sustain. It latches onto a target and deals damage over time. If that enemy dies while Galphagor is attached, it creates a damaging area at the death location. This is great for area denial and funneling enemies through kill zones, and it can also be built around for better health and energy orb generation. Vythelas focuses on damage amplification. When enemies die, Vythelas leaves behind demonic runes. Picking up these runes grants increased fire rate and bonus heat damage for a short duration, and these buffs can stack. This is one of the main reasons Uriel works so well with weapon-focused or elemental setups. All 3 demons are active from the start of the mission. Together, they apply pressure, control space, and provide buffs that shape how Uriel fights. Ability 1, Infernalis. Uriel's first ability, Infernalis, creates a flaming aura around him that deals heat damage and applies status effects to nearby enemies. When activated while airborne, it also allows Uriel to take flight, turning him into a falling meteor of fire. This ability is very flexible. You can use it in close-range combat to constantly burn enemies around you, or keep it active while moving, so enemies are always taking damage as you reposition. The aerial component gives Uriel strong mobility and lets him engage or disengage without losing offensive pressure. Infernalis is best used to start fights, soften enemies, and give your demons something to work with. Ability 2, Remedium. Remedium is Uriel's sustain tool. It restores health to Uriel and his demons, and if any demons have been defeated, Remedium revives them instead of healing. This ability is what keeps Uriel consistent in longer missions. Instead of relying on external healing or constant movement to survive, Remedium allows you to maintain your full kit at all times. Keeping your demons alive means keeping your passive pressure, crowd control, and buffs active. In extended fights, Remedium directly translates to higher overall effectiveness. Ability 3, Demonium. Demonium takes the souls of Uriel's demons, draining a portion of their health and sending those souls toward enemies. When they make contact, they explode and apply a vulnerability effect that causes enemies to take increased damage. This ability turns your demons into active debuff tools. It weakens enemies and opens damage windows, especially against tougher targets. Demonium becomes much stronger when combined with weapon damage buffs or elemental stacking, since the vulnerability multiplies everything that comes after. Ability 4, Brimstone. Brimstone is Uriel's major damage ability. It creates an expanding ring of brimstone that deals fire-based area damage. The longer Brimstone remains active, and the more hits you land through abilities and demons, the more damage it deals. This ability is the payoff for proper setup. You use Uriel's other abilities to control enemies, apply debuffs, and build momentum. Then Brimstone converts all of that into large-scale damage. Using the first 3 Abelites allows you to fill up a bar. It rewards you for deliberate ability usage rather than ability spam. How the kit works together. Uriel is not about pressing everything at once. His strength comes from keeping his demons effective and letting their effects stack over time. You generally open with Infernalis to apply heat damage and start pressure. Catnac groups enemies, Galphagor drains priority targets, and Vythelas generates damage buffs through runes. Demonium is used to weaken tougher enemies or disrupt dense groups. Remedium keeps your demons alive so none of this momentum is lost. Once the battlefield is under control, Brimstone becomes your damage spike. It hits hardest after your demons and abilities have already done their work. This makes Uriel especially strong in longer missions because his power scales with how well you manage his kit rather than relying on a single ability. Building Uriel, core stats. It's very important when building Uriel, you want a balanced approach. Ability strength improves heat damage and rune buffs. Duration keeps demons and effects active longer. And survivability allows you to stay aggressive without constantly disengaging. Let's dive into the builds. Over-investing into any one stat can make the build feel unstable, so the goal is consistency rather than extremes. For my build, I went and modded him to be a health tank. In the build, I used Arcane Blessing and Arcane Reaper. Arcane Blessing is good because on health pickup plus 24 max health stacks up to 50 times. Arcane Reaper works better when used with a decent melee build because on melee kill plus 24 health regen S and plus 660 armor for 10 seconds. For my desired melee, I used the Falcor with melee influence. Why, you may ask? Well, because this weapon deals primarily slash and electricity damage, charged throws have a forced electricity proc, and explosions have forced electricity proc. Its forced electricity proc on charged throw is ideal for melee. Influence, allowing it to trigger the arcane even without modded electric damage. So to summarize everything, the more kills you get with the Falcor, the more health you get. Archon shards. For Archon shards, the focus is reinforcing his core gameplay loop. 2 Tauforged red shards for ability strength help push damage and buff scaling. 1 Tauforged amber shard supports health sustain. 1 Tauforged blue shard for health and 1 for armor improve survivability, allowing Uriel to remain active in the fight. These shards support stronger demons, longer uptime, and smoother sustain. Practical playstyle. In practice, your rotation looks like this. You open with Infernalis to start burning enemies and draw demon aggression. You let the demons do their work, Catnac controls groups, Galphagor weakens targets, and Vythelas generates runes. Demonium is used on tougher enemies to apply vulnerability. Remedium is activated as needed to keep demons alive. Brimstone is used after enemies are grouped or weakened, not at the start of an engagement. Besides Uriel's abilities, you use the Falcor to clear rooms, spreading the electricity proc in endgame content. In Steel Path and other endgame missions, Uriel plays like a hybrid support damage frame. He controls space, amplifies damage, and then converts that setup into real output when needed. Instead of spamming one ability, you react to the situation. In mob-heavy content, you focus on Infernalis and Catnac. Against strong enemies, Demonium and Brimstone take priority. If health drops or demons fall, Remedium resets the fight. Final thoughts. Uriel is not a traditional nuker or tank. He is a health demon commander. His demons provide crowd control, sustained buffs, and battlefield presence. His abilities build on each other and lead naturally into Brimstone as a damage payoff when used correctly. If you understand how Catnac, Galphagor, and Vythelas interact with Infernalis, Remedium, Demonium, and Brimstone, Uriel becomes a powerful and consistent warframe, even in high-level content. I hoped you enjoyed this video, and I hoped I earned a subscribe and a like. Don't be afraid to comment if you're confused about anything. Have a good one, Tenno.